So today we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. This is our second episode in the series, and we are going to be continuing it right now. Starting over here in Scotland, we can see that the English have fully discovered all of Scotland, and they will go ahead and make a claim, which looks something like this. Coming over here to Scotland, though, we see a new country forming, and that being this purplish team right here in the Scottish tip area right here. And they will quickly take pretty much all of the Scottish area and the rest of the British Isles. And over here in Ireland, the red team will fully take this island. Scotland's capital will be right here. Coming over here to the Adriatic Sea area, we see the Italians doing some more discovering of the Albanian region and just more of this Balkan area. From here, the yellow team and the brown team will actually cooperate. Now, the yellow team and the brown team don't really like each other, but they will cooperate for this one mission, and they're going to go ahead and send an explorer group up over here into the Alps, and eventually they get out of the Alps and they sort of get lost. They will even form a country here, being the Gold Country. The capital will be right here, and they will expand throughout this whole German area. By now, the brown and the yellow teams are really wondering what happened, so they both jointly explore a lot of land connecting up to where their group went, and eventually they realize that they just kind of did their own thing, and they can't really do much about it because they're pretty far away, and fighting that war would be a not good thing. But the rest of the Germany area will go ahead and be discovered along with Denmark. This purple country up here is going to go ahead and they're gonna expand, but they don't expand in the middle, and that's because a new country just formed, that being a limeish kind of color country. And I did customize their borders a little bit to make them look better. But their capital will be in the southern region right here. Coming down over here to Africa, we see a new nation form up, that being a kind of bluish Libyan country. This, of course, came from the Green Team, a lot of their explorers. This nation will not only expand, but explore throughout what would be known as Libya, modern day at least. And of course, they will expand. Coming back over here to the Adriatic area, we see that the brown team has done some more exploring of the Greek area, and they have fully taken over it. Well, not taken over, but explored it. And that is when a new bluish country forms up in the southern Greek area. They, once again, are from the brown team, and they will quickly expand up into Albania. But the people who are being forced to move there really don't want to be there, so we could see a rebellion of the Albanians in a future episode. But coming over here to Africa, we can go ahead and see that the blue team has been doing some exploring of some of these Moroccan areas. In fact, they do a lot of exploring, and even the green team does some exploring into the Sahara as well. And of course, they have to colonize this. But a new leader in the blue team will come rise to power, and this leader is he's he's not a scientist, but he's all for science. He's all for learning more about the world, not necessarily researching the world, but technological advances and all that type of stuff. That's what this leader wants to do, and he puts that act in motion, not expanding or exploring, but just focusing on science. Coming back over here to this gold country, they are going to be expanding a lot into Germany, and they really go into their like footsteps of where they explored from. They do colonize parts of Denmark, and then another new country forms, that being in the Dutch area. The purple team is going to go ahead and meet up with them. The gold team is going to do the same, and now these countries are connected. The gold team is also going to go ahead and discover the southern areas of Sweden and eventually almost get to Norway. And of course, they will also be expanding into the Polish area. Alright, so I don't know what just happened. My thing crashed. So I had to redo all these countries, but if they don't remember, oh well. But going back to what we were doing, this brown country will go ahead and expand throughout the Slovenian Croat area, and it will look something like that. We then see a sort of white country in the Alps up here. This lime country right here will also go ahead and expand, but this will be their last expansion of their life. As this gold team is rapidly expanding, I just heard a car screech. They even meet up with this pink country, and now we're going to see a division of the Central European area. And that will look something like this. So the gold team will get all of this land. The Dutch team will get that. The yellow country will get this. The brown country will get this. And then the remaining lands will go to the white country. But anyways, this gold country will go ahead and expand throughout Poland and manage to explore. But something here is wrong. The gold team wanted a lot of land, more land, especially right here, to connect up with the lime team. They wanted that land, and they never got it in the treaty. So, the gold team will full on just invade the Dutch country. And the Dutch country is not as powerful as you might think. However, they will be able to push back in the southern area. In the northern area, it just isn't going as well, as their capital is sieged and taken, and eventually they surrender. Let's take a look at this peace treaty. And in the peace treaty, they take all of these lands right here, and now Germany is looking pretty thick. But then we go ahead and see a new bluish country form in this area. We see a pink nation form in the Poland region. And what does the gold team think? Well, they don't really know how to respond to this. But for now, they will just keep expanding as they feel like that is their main goal, and it pretty much is. Over here in the brown team, an unfortunate event for them will happen, and that is the uprising of many Slovenian areas, which I'm just going to call it Slovenian because I feel like I just want to. But a lot of these Slovenian areas, they call themselves Slovenia or just the blue team. They don't really call themselves that in this universe, but like I'm gonna call them that because I don't really want to think of that many names. Now, of course, the ones closer to the main portion of the brown country will get shrinking down, but the ones over here farther away from the main brown country will connect up with each other, and eventually this whole eastern area breaks away from the brown team. And they don't want to give the Slovenians independence, but unfortunately for them, the blue team says you have to, and the blue team, I mean this blue team, they say you have to or you will die, even though they're currently in their technological phase right now. They would destroy the brown team, and I can do some quick power rankings right now. Let's just get this war done. So the peace treaty will be drawn up, and we will take a look at that right now. So this is it. And also, I have to add capitals for the new countries, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Slovenia's capital will, of course, be in Slovenia. The white team's capital will just be right there. The blue team's capital, Czechia kind of, will be right there. Pink team's capital will be right here. And I think that's all the new countries. So let's go ahead and do power rankings real quick. And I can tell you, number one is this country, the blue team. Number 2 is the Catalonian country. Number 3 is the red team. Number 4 is the gold country. Number 5 is the brown Italians. Number 6 is the country right here, the African team. Number 7 is the purple country. Number 8 is the orange team right here. Number 9 is going to go ahead and be Greece. And number 10 is the Dutch country. So the blue team is the most powerful. You know, they have Sicily, they have these 2 islands, Genoa, these 3 islands, and then of course their main piece of lands in Morocco and in Spain. It is easy to say that they're the most powerful country. It was really divided between these two, and they're like really close with each other. Like It's like really, it's like right on the dot. The Catalan is a little stronger than the red team. Four would have been the brown Italians, but they just kind of lost this land, so they're not doing too well. And it actually went to the gold team, who is becoming a fairly powerful country in the series. A large amount of people from Greece are going to go ahead and discover some of this Anatolian region right here, and they're going to go ahead and just form their own country in this region, that being this kind of greenish team. They're also going to discover Cyprus, and they're going to form their own nation, being this dark purple country. From here, the Anatolians are going to go ahead and discover a lot of Anatolia. And on the way, they do discover a couple of Anatolian tribes in the area, and they do connect with the Greek explorers. But this Anatolian country will become pretty strong, and they will definitely they're gonna do a lot in the series, and they will contribute a lot to the series. I basically just said that 2 times. But if you want to look at the capitals, capital of the green team will be right here on this tip. The pink team will be there, and then the blue team will be here. And then, of course, Cyprus will just be in the middle. But anyways, we have a lot of exploring happening with these countries right here. They all pretty much not necessarily team up together, but they do discover a lot of land. And they really focus on this Romanian region and the Moldovan area just because they want to. And our final country that will be forming up today is a lime team in Romania. They quickly connect up with the coast. And they are immediately hostile with this Greek country and the Slovenian country, as these were people from these two countries who broke away. So these countries are starting to become popular with each other and friends with each other. Anyways, the capital of the lime country will be right here. Over in Denmark, we see the gold team pretty much taking all of Denmark and setting up a small colony in this area of Sweden. They also take this Danish island right here. Anyways, looking at the blue team, the technological phase of this country has kind of gone away. The leader has died, his son is in power, and his son is he's not a conqueror, but he's definitely like less of a technology person. So they did get a lot of technological achievements that made them number one. I mean, they're probably already number one, but that made them get number one and cemented. And uh they're now going through an expansionist phase again, and they will continue to explore more areas of Africa, and of course they will explore and expand into these areas of Africa, and they will expand into these areas too. And the final expansion for them will be in this area. That's right. There's pretty much 3 blue countries in this area. I don't really know how that happened, but yeah. But these guys will pretty much get all of this territory right here, which is kind of Montenegro in southern Bosnia. But they feel like that's a little too far away, and they want to they don't want to go that far away, so they will leave this territory here for now. But it is likely that that won't last long. Over here in Africa, we see Libya and the green Algerian country expand into this area, or explore into this area of Egypt, and they will take a lot of the land. You know, the Nile's right here, so they will, of course, go by. And this is good fertile land that they can use to set up a country. Maybe it comes in the next episode. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. But actually, no, I have one more thing I want to introduce. And that is going to go ahead and be trade routes. So, trade routes, they have already kind of been here. So I will just show you the map of them. And that looks something like this. And once again, it's not fully completed because they haven't fully completed the trade routes yet. It really goes through like the couple of like first countries, so the blue, the green, the red, the yellow, the brown, the purple, and then it goes through these two. But anyways, yeah, like I said, that's gonna be doing it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Next video we will most likely see more things be added, like cities. I don't know about provinces, but cities definitely will be added sometime in the next 5 episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.